Now this week, the Free State Premier Sisi Ntombela handed to the police the Public Protector's report on the multi-million-rand tender to get rid of asbestos roofs in the Free State province. The report came out in May and found that the tender had been awarded unlawfully in 2014. The contract saw more than 200 million rand being spent with no value for money, according to the report. The report was scathing of the Free State Department of Human Settlements that oversaw that contract. The ANC Youth League had demonstrated about how the matter was written about in Pieter-Louis Myburgh's book, Gangster State, saying that the author was trying to taint ANC Secretary-General Magashule. Allegations that the contract illegally benefited Magashule and other government officials did not fall within the purview of the Public Protector's probe, but it has been reported that the Hawks and the SIU, the Special Investigating Unit, are investigating cash flows linked to that asbestos deal. Well, to discuss, we're now joined by the spokesperson for the ANC Youth League in the Free State, Sello Pietersen. Mr. Pietersen, thank you for being with us. Your response to this report being handed over to police, which may now lead to prosecutions.
Well, good evening and good evening to the viewers, and thank you very much for having us. Look, we remain consistent as the Youth League, and we're quite happy with the current process, because you would remember what we have said consistently even at that time as the Youth League was that if anybody has evidence of any wrongdoing by anybody or any leader in the Free State or anywhere in the country, they are at liberty to go to the law enforcement agencies and present such evidence, such that the law takes its course and the necessary investigative procedures are able to ensue, and ultimately, the law takes its course. The only issue we were against at that point, which we continue to be against, is that anybody who claims to have any evidence of wrongdoing by the leaders of the ANC or any other individual in our province, they don't go to the law enforcement agencies. All what they do is to write books and make speeches. And for us, that brought us on defamatory and grandstanding. And we're still maintaining it. And we're quite happy, by the way, with the actions of the Premier. Because the Premier, what she did is that she simply complied with the remedial action as per the directives of the Public Protector, which is a Chapter 9 institution which we respect. So we're still within our weight that, in fact, if there's anybody who has evidence, they must not be excited and write books. And they must not be excited and address people all over the show. They must take that particular information presented to the law enforcement agencies. And that is what we're happy about. Secondly, we indicated at that point that there is nothing tangible which Myburgh was presenting against the former Premier of the ANC and the current SG of the ANC, Comrade Magashule. That is why he's not cited even today on any issue. And we're still consistently saying even today, if there is evidence which Myburgh or anybody has against the SG, they must go to the law enforcement agencies. If they don't want to do that, it only simply points to one issue: to defame his good character.
So you still believe there's nothing substantial against Mr. Magashule himself?
We're saying if there's anybody who has evidence of wrongdoing from Comrade Magashule, must go to the law enforcement agencies. And the fact that they've not been able to do so, including today, it is a clear demonstration that they are simply fishing and continuing to try and tarnish the image of leaders of the ANC, including the SC of the ANC. And that's why we're saying to you, boldly so, that the Public Protector will respect that particular office as a Chapter 9 institution, and we respect the manner in which our Premier, Comrade Sisi Ntombela, acted on this matter in terms of complying with what the Public Protector was saying. And you would agree with us that there is nowhere in the report where Comrade Magashule is being mentioned. And that is why even now there is some sort of desperation from the side of the media to try and link the SG of the ANC with this particular saga, despite the fact that the facts are there for themselves, that his name is not included anywhere. And we're happy and we're saying, let's allow the law enforcement agencies to continue and do their job, and ultimately those who are guilty will be brought to book. But let us stop to slander the leadership of the ANC because we have some of our own personal preferences from outside of the movement. If Myburgh and any other people in the media wants to contest for political space in the ANC, they must feel membership and come and join, and then let's contest each other properly in terms of politics.
So in 2018, you said that you'd burn Pieter-Louis Myburgh's books, which did speak about this tender. Do you regret that now at all?
We must contextualize this issue. What we said, which we still maintain, is that what is contained in that book is gossip and hogwash. And as a result, and in our view, anything that is gossip, hogwash, and garbage must simply be banned. That was the context within which we're making that particular point. It's not like we woke up and said we want to ban that book because we think books are not important. Books are quite important. Education is imperative. Knowledge is one of the most important pillars the ANC advances. But it must be contextualized. You see, the media tries to vulgarize the context within which we're raising this issue. We're saying, like we're saying today, the contents of that book is hogwash, it's garbage, it's the gossip and rumor mongering, and it does not deserve to be part of the knowledge, to form part of the space of knowledge production in this particular country. So everything else in our view that is garbage must simply be banned. That is the context we're saying.
All right. Thank you very much, ANC Youth League in the Free State.